I think hijab is a
which can be reflected through your eyes.
My name is Laela. I am Muslim, but I don't wear hijab. Not doing so is going against God's will. I've come to ask myself, by not wearing a hijab, am I a bad Muslim? I come from a multicultural family. My dad, Nidal, is Palestinian and my mom, Eugenia, is Greek. She has worn a scarf ever since she converted to Islam after marrying my dad. When you first started wearing a scarf, did you ever think about taking it off?
No. No, and people even ask me, like, if something ever happened, like if something ever happened to Nidal, would you become a Christian again? No. So, and then I haven't thought of taking it off, no. It was actually easy. Like, after I started wearing it, I was like, wow, this is no big deal.
Wearing a scarf seems like a big deal to me. So I decided to meet up with my aunt to talk about why she stopped wearing one.
When I started, I was forced to put it on. I have 6 sisters, and they're all, they put it on by their will. They wanted to do it, but my parents forced me to put it on.
And you didn't want to?
I didn't want to.
Do you think that's the right way to teach somebody to wear it?
Well.
Did you get used to it?
I think it's not a good way. You should, parents should, sit down and talk to their, daughters about it. Convince them, not force them.
Yeah.
Because back home, it's culture. You put your scarf because it's a culture thing. Because it's shame, to show your hair. But if they said it in a different way, it's about religion, and I think will be better.
Well, what difference do you think it makes when you're wearing a scarf and wearing a scarf?
Like here in Europe and in America.
Yeah.
Well, people just look at you, they stereotype you that you are terrorist, I believe, and this is what I don't like about it. But other than that, like people, the way they stare at you and
that you're different.
Yeah, because we're not. We're like we're aliens. They just look at us because I wore it when I was here, and I saw people how they look at me, and I saw how do they look at me now when I'm not wearing it.
I needed to see for myself how people react to a covered Muslim, so I went downtown fully dressed in Islamic attire. While doing this experiment, I wasn't approached by an angry mob and I wasn't called rude names, but I certainly didn't feel accepted by the people around me. I felt the need to gain insight of why Muslim women wear hijab, so I went to the Hijab mosque to talk to the imam.
As far as the hijab is concerned, it has become and it remains to be a religious law that has been placed upon all religions, not just Muslims, Jews, Christians and other religions as well. All sacred religions believe in what is known as modesty, and we believe that the definition of hijab basically is that of the following: to conceal oneself and cover oneself and clad oneself so as not to expose the self to strangers out there. Humans have value, whether you are young, whether you are old, whether you are black, whether you are white, whether you are Mormon, whether you are Jew, whatever it is. Everyone has value, and the only way you can prove your value is by dressing in a manner of modesty. If you don't respect yourself, then do not expect others to give you respect. What is hijab in America will be different to what is hijab in Africa, will be different from what is hijab in Europe. But hijab has one appropriate meaning: dress up in a manner that keeps your integrity and dignity on every level.
I sat down with some family at my grandma's house to talk about what they thought of hijab. You don't think that will still happen today?
Really? Looks like your sister's getting more attention than you for wearing hijab, isn't she?
Well, I think it's different attention.
What is it?
I mean, people...
Flipping her off?
Do people flip you off unless you're driving bad?
No.
Uncle, can you tell me about your background?
Yeah, my mom and dad are Palestinians, and we were born in Kuwait. We grew up in Kuwait and until the Desert Storm, and then we immigrated to the U.S. And then when you start questioning and start having friends from different religions and different beliefs and stuff like that, and when they ask you the questions and like, well, why they're wearing hijab, for what reason, and you start questioning yourself and you're trying to find a real answer, and they couldn't find one. Well, what's the reason behind it? It's only cultural, and just I think it's a man just being possessive down there and being very protective over their women and very jealous, and I think that's the only reason why women got infused with all these ideas about hijab.
بالدين
كيف؟
ربنا مساوي بالقرآن، مساوي بين المرأة والزلمة، بس المجتمع هو اللي ما بيطبق.
I realized I had started quite a debate with my family, so I sat down with my big sister for a more mellow point of view.
I think the best part about wearing hijab is that it really does make it much easier to be a good Muslim person, because you're constantly reminded of what you are and what you believe in, because it's on your head. Do you think you're going to start wearing hijab?
I'm not sure if I'm ready yet, but I've decided when I do start wearing hijab, which is going to be someday soon, hopefully, that I need to be 100% confident about it. I need to feel passion for it, and I need to know why I'm wearing it. I don't want to wear it just because people say it's the right thing to do. I want to feel like it's the right thing to do.